Well, hello, 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 everybody. So, yeah, I know I said I was probably going to do Borderlands 2 this week, but two things. I really haven't had a chance to set up Borderlands 2. I've had other things going on this week, including some stuff with Stop, our Stack Up Overwatch program, which I'm a proud member of. The Stop Squad, and secondly, I've actually had, I'm actually, thinking about. I thought about streaming some more Conan Exiles because going to be approaching another dungeon, which I thought might be kind of fun to stream. So instead of waiting next week to do it, I kind of wanted to do it and get it out of the way, and the best time to do it was today, Friday. So we'll be playing some more Conan Exiles this week instead of Borderlands 2. But next week, I will be going back to Fallout Friday. So, and I totally forgot to turn on my chat, guys. So, whoops. I'm a bastion of professionalism. What can I say? Let me go ahead and turn that thing on for you guys. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and see if we can start up Conan Exiles. There may be a bit of disruption in service because Conan Exiles tends to hog up resources when it boots up, especially when you're logging on. So if there's a pause or any kind of delay in my stream, I apologize for that. Hopefully that should all settle by the time we get the game up and running. So, okay, without further ado, let's get this party started, shall we? Also, just a little thing, I may be playing some Borderlands 2 tonight. I haven't actually been able to get everybody together, so it's probably not going to happen this week, because we kind of forgot, and yeah, so may or may not happen a little later today. I will check my messages and see if Johns and Shanghai are ready for that.
First,
if not, it'll just be a
they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die.
Wasn't plugged in all the way. There we go.
What will you do, Exile?
It's like halfway in my ear and halfway in the
left
speakers.
but to live or die.
For some reason, it's gone back to my screen. Okay, there we go. Come on, Kindle. Hurry up. Take me to the Twitch. Take me to my Twitch chat room, so I can see if anybody's actually talking in it. Go. And of course, nobody's talking. So I gotta have to wait. Oh, that is the one con, waiting for this damn thing to load up. Still waiting for it to load. That's where we were at the last stream right there. That particular cave into the volcano. The Dragon Mouth. That's where we were on Tuesday, so... Alright, looks like we're loading up now. And... looks like I got a bit of static here. Giving the game a bit to load up all of its assets in high definition graphics. My clothes are all static. Oh well. Sometimes that happens in the games, but sometimes it fixes itself. Usually that happens when have a lot of NPCs around. Doesn't look like everything's set up just yet, though. Again, gonna give it a few minutes to set up. I should have done this before the stream, and I usually do, and not after, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, that seems to be set up now. Actually, you know what? Let me do something real quick. Maybe this might help. Sometimes when I use this, this helps clear up some of the graphical glitches with my character. And that's a mirror I use that I can adjust actually my character settings. I usually use it just to change my hairstyles around, so that's a mod, by the way. Okay, so now I have been told that I can bring pets into this particular dungeon, even though getting to this particular dungeon that we are going through, we're going to be going through the Midnight Grove of Jebel Sag, the Beast Lord, and trying to learn his religion, so we can get that out of the way. And he's actually got a very unconventional dungeon. I like to call it the Dream Dungeon, because there's only one way to get into it, and that's imbibing a particular potion. Now, you can get that potion one of two ways. You can go here. Actually, where do you have to go? You have to go out here somewhere in this area and talk to a were-hyena. That will give you both two things. He will give you the ability to brew the potions yourself or buy the potions from him. We're going to go ahead and brew the potion because I have the materials I need to do that. Now, the problem is, when it comes to pets, is once you brew it, you pretty much have to drink the potion instantly. It doesn't last very long. And that particular potion, the place I brew those is in my alchemy station, which is actually in my kitchen, which is on the 3rd floor of this building. And getting pets through buildings can be something of a challenge. Sometimes they get stuck. Sometimes the game will teleport them right in front of you inconveniently, like when you're trying to climb a flight of stairs. And especially with the guy I'm going to be bringing, which is this guy. He's my best. This is a greater shellback. He's a pretty big guy. Greater shellbacks are actually one of the rarest pets you can obtain. There's like a 14% chance you can get one, and I was lucky enough to get one. And that actually makes me hesitant to use it in a dungeon. You know, you get that thing that's so good, you're hesitant to use it because you're afraid you'll lose the thing. But, you know, there's that saying that if you don't use something, use a resource, it's pretty useless. So, we're going to go ahead and bring him. And yes, I've named him Gamera. Some of you might be able to, who are old enough to catch that reference. That is an old Japanese monster movie reference, and Mystery Science Theater, and a favorite series of the Mystery Science Theater 3000 gang. They would constantly be doing Gamera films. He's kind of like a less popular Godzilla, and except that he's a giant turtle instead of a lizard. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so we're gonna go into the kitchen. And I believe he's still following me. Not sure where exactly he is, though. And we're going to go ahead and brew this potion I need to get into the Midnight Grove, and that is... It's good, because I've got all the stuff I need for this to go on this journey. So we're going to go... Well, first we're going to wait for all the recipes to pop up, because it's taking a while to load shit, still. So let's wait for that. You know what? Maybe I can do this without having to wait for all this crap to load. And it seems like it's loading as I scroll down anyway, so... Okay, there we are. The Potion of Midnight. And I am missing something. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that I brewed... I need a few more Red Lotus powder to make that. And I just happen to have some more here. To get the full effect. Or get the full amount I need for the potion. Go. Go ahead and brew that Potion of Midnight. And we will go ahead and... See? I have 2 minutes to drink it after brewing it. So they don't give you a lot of time to keep that thing around. You pretty much have to brew it and use it like that. Or you've just wasted a whole shitload of ingredients making the potion, and it expires. So here we are. And yes, it looks like my follower and my hair is fixed. Alright. Go into this place. So, looks like Gamera is with me. And it looks like this is all Shroom Amata, which is good because I need Shroom Amata for recipes. Specifically to make a particular kind of feast that I like to make, the Sumerian feast. Shroom soup, which in turn is used to make the Sumerian feast. So, strangely enough, I've had a hard time trying to find these guys all of a sudden. Used to be that I had a hard time finding the other mushroom, which I learned was actually near the starter area. Go ahead and grab as many of these guys as I can. Yep, folks, you get to watch me excitingly pick mushrooms for a few minutes. Sorry. I swear this will get more exciting as we go on. But yeah, you can look at this area. This is a otherworldly sort of dream state area, the realm of Jebel Sag, and Lord of the Beasts and hunting. Came here to learn his religion, because this is the only way you can get access to his religion, is through here. You can't purchase it regularly, or at least the beginning, the starter part regularly with that is the voice of the Beast Lord Jebel Sag himself. And you cannot learn this religion, the basics of this religion regularly. You have to do it. And I ran into some hyenas. That's okay. Alright, he's apparently a little higher level than usual, because typically I can just one-shot these guys. But, they're not particularly that big. They're not much of a fight for this character of this level. Oh, another one. Oh, right. I totally forgot to do that. I forgot. I switched my dodge to take pictures. I need to make a key bindings and fix that. So I decided to opt to bring medium armor into here instead of heavy armor. Partially because the medium armor I'm using actually increases my accuracy, which is what I need for archers. I do have heavy armor for that, but it's for hot weather. Not to mention, it's heavy, so I can't carry as much stuff. And I have the other factor that I can't move around as much. I can't dodge like this. And I'm going to need to be light on my feet for this, especially for some of these boss fights coming up. So I sacrificed a bit of protection, some protection for more mobility. Let's hope that pays off. But first, there's one thing I forgot to do. I always do this when I enter a dungeon or an area like this, is to get wasted. Because there's actually benefits to getting wasted. So let's go ahead and do that. Drunk time. Now I take some alcohol poisoning for that, but I can actually fix that with this, which is a set antidote, which cures alcohol poisoning. But you can see that my vitality and strength have raised, even though my character is now sloshed. So, and by the way, that message that you are pished, that actually gets more incoherent the more you drink. It's kind of funny. Well, it is funny. The way they have that set up, so. So right now, you can see I'm just one-shotting shit. And that's probably because if we look at my stats for all this haze, my character can do a total of 114 damage with the armor and stuff like that I have, all the weapons and stuff like that. The new snakehead or the new Serpent Man arrows, which do a shitload of damage, I've found. So yeah, I'm doing like 114 damage, and that's with the normal non-power attack. And now my character is in. Okay, so it looks like I could go through two paths, the boar or the hyena. And actually, I think one of these is a dead end. It gives you the illusion of choice. I'm trying to remember which one that is. And it might be the hyena. But you know what? We're going to go with the hyena, because the hyena is the least of those, is the least difficult opponent. Although, at this point, I gotta say that I haven't had much problem with boars either, or wild boars either. Okay. Let's keep moving, camera. Looks like there's more guys to fight here. Sit your ass back down. Okay. Camera finished the last of those guys off. So, does this guy have anything good on him? No, not really. Well, he has some food. Guess I could take that and eat it. Even though I've got plenty of food of my own that's probably going to go to waste here if I don't eat it soon. Okay. Some more hyenas. Damn it. Tried to get moved, roll out of the way, but Gamera was actually behind me, so that made it difficult. But to make up for that, he just bitch slapped that last hyena, so. Another one down, but there's like 3 more of them. Actually, 4 more. Oh, wow, there was a whole nest of them I didn't see over here. Alright, I'm going to switch to a melee weapon. And I think I might have just accidentally hit Gamera. Okay, Gamera, that's enough. They're dead. They're dead, Gamera. You can stop fighting now. Oh, fuck. You know what? He's having fun. I'll just let him decimate their corpses or something. Okay, if you can take care of this guy, Gamera, I appreciate it. He's kind of wrecking things for me. Ah, god damn it. Gamera, finish him off, damn it. What, do I have to do everything myself? Do I really have to do everything myself? Fine. Whatever. Okay. Now let's see. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna use one of these. I'm gonna actually use some of these guys that I have sitting around. I accidentally made a bunch of these. Decided to bring them with me because can't let good food go to waste even if I made it by accident. Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. And that's just to hit these guys with gas. Which completely just wasted that guy. Yeah, I have poison gas arrows, which with poison gas, which they're called poison arrows, and they, like, just cause a poison gas cloud, and they are glorious. They're some of the best specialty arrows in the game. Or I would say the best specialty arrows in the game. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat some more of this. Generate. And keep moving.
Epoxy walls.
You know, the only problem with this that I'm thinking about it, there is kind of, I mean, he's well armored and he hits hard, but he is so goddamn slow. I mean, it takes a while for apparently to catch up for him to catch up to all those hyenas. Glowing essence and breathing potions. Well, I can never have enough glowing essence. And I guess I can take the breathing potion. Oh shit. I totally forgot to get... Well, I'm just gonna wait there, but... I totally forgot to get the right tool for bringing in here. I should have gotten my star pickaxe, or metal pickaxe, instead of that, that knife. But, too late now. I'm already in it, you know? I'd have to start this dungeon all over again if I opt to warp out. Since we've got looks like a gathering of people here, let's drop some fun on them, shall we? With gas clouds. And you can just see how quickly those gas clouds decimate the opposition when I'm dealing with multiple targets. In fact, I used some of those in the last dungeon I was in on Tuesday, but they weren't nearly as effective as they are here, apparently. I think some reason the Snake Lords and stuff like that are really high up, you know, high level. which is weird in a way because you can get the best recipe at the beginning of the dungeon if you know where to look. And you get obsidian weapons for finishing that dungeon. But I could get Serpent Man weapons, which are actually better than obsidian at the very beginning of the dungeon. So I already got what I came for as far as that dungeon goes. I think you have to do something there also to get. There's an item you have to get for the main quest, which, you know, now it looks like. Yeah, it looks like I may have to turn around and go back. This was ultimately a dead end. So, yeah, not much of a choice here. I gotta go through the other way and fight the piggies. Which is fine. I've actually found the piggies aren't that much of a threat to this character. I've had more difficulty with the piggies with a melee-based character when I first wandered through here than I've had with the range-based archer character like this one. So. I think I might have picked up some food or something like that. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and eat more of these. Just get my health back up to 100%. Also, to get them out of my inventory, you know. That's more weight I'm just carrying around that eventually expires anyway, so. And as always, picking up these shrooms because I need them for recipes later on. Alright, so it looks like I do have to go through Piggy Land. This is what this indicates right here, that I'm going to have to fight wild boar. And there they are, the wild boar. And they are charging. But that's okay. Whoa, what the, that was weird. They're kind of charging, but they're what is that? They're like charging laying down. Oh, that was a glitch if I ever saw one. Okay, these guys are taking a little more than the usual, so I'm guessing they've upped these guys a bit in their health for this particular dungeon. Not that that stops Gamera from killing them. Now, did I bring my cleaver? No, I didn't. These guys also drop pork loins, but you know what? If I need those badly, I can always go to the Northlands. I know where to find more boars to hunt, so you know, a lot easier time fighting those anyway in that area. Yep, picking more shrooms because I am not hallucinating enough. Evidently, by drinking more potions. Plan B, spear. Thanks, Gamera, but I already got him. I appreciate the assistance, though, with the other dude. He just completely straight up murdered that guy. Okay. Raw ash. Okay, that's useful for some potent compost. I love the fact when you can critically strike somebody with a bow, and it somehow they split in half. Because that's totally how bows work. These guys really wanted to take me out. So, here we go. Neferi laughs at your efforts to bring her down. sub-creatures. Oh, okay, I'm at full health. Evidently, I didn't eat that. Oh well. Keeps up, keeps the food level up in this game. Because you do have to watch hunger and thirst. This is a survival game at the end of the day. Oh, damn. More boars charging me while sitting down. That must be a new feature. Not a bug, folks. It's just a feature. Oh, I got that one to bleed to start bleeding. That's cool. He's taking bleeding damage from my spear. And now he's dead. Okay, we've got some iron bars. Iron is always good. Silver dust. Alright, I'll take that silver dust gladly. Silver dust is useful in many different ingredients, including an ingredient I need to make armor. That is a lot of boars. Well, where there's a party... Oh, ow. And somehow Gamera teleported behind me and is just ripping these boars up. That's awesome. Sometimes I love the way this game does things. Yeah, I think they added teleportation of followers because sometimes they get stuck, sometimes they can't climb. You can climb, but they can't. You can swim, they can't. So they added this thing where they just kind of teleport next to you. And it gets glitchy, and sometimes it gets glitchy in the good ways, like what happened right there, where I was being overrun by boars. And I was actually using the wrong arrows, which didn't help. I was using my snake arrows when I should be using these guys for multiple targets. And one of them dies before you can even get here. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Cool. We're just cruising through these guys right now. Of course, this gets tougher as we progress through the dungeon. There's going to be... I'm going to have to end up fighting cats, which are always difficult to fight. I'm going to have to fight bears. I'm going to have to fight saber-toothed cats, I think. Actually, yeah, the saber-tooths, which are some of the worst animals in the game. Great followers, though. I had a greater saber-tooth for a while. And he was one of my... I named him Toranaga after the character from the James Clavell novel, Shogun. And, yeah, loved that cat. He was awesome, but unfortunately, I got into a situation, one of those bad multiple death situations, and I ended up losing him after fighting multiple opponents. So, really do miss that cat. He was one of my favorite followers. But you know, that happens. You just have to shoulder on in this game because you can't really. Well, you can. I could do a backup save. In fact, I probably should have done that before I got into this dungeon, in case things go really south. But I didn't. But you can't really... I mean, everything is auto-saved in this game, so you can't really... There's no take-backies. At least the spirit of the game is, you screw up, you're going to have to live with that mistake. And that's fine. I can deal with that. Okay, now we're moving... I don't know if there was any indication. So now we're moving from boars to wolves. And as I've said before, wolves are some of the most obnoxious and some of the... strangely enough, some of the worst guys... They're just downright nasty, especially when you have to fight a pack. And I gotta fight 2 of them coming at me. Looks like I'm gonna be coming at me soon. So... You know what? Fuck that. Let's see what we can do with gas. dropping rather quickly. Okay. Well, that gas, God. What can I say? Poison arrows rule. And how many of those do I have left? Okay, 17. I got 17 of those left in my inventory currently, and Gamera here is carrying another 25. I think. Yeah, he's carrying another 25 of those for me. So when I run out, I don't want to use them all the time, obviously, but in situations like this, it's good to have them. Okay, well, I'm going to take the wolf down first. Try to, before I take this guy. Oh shit! Another wolf! I didn't see that one. I should have had my eyes on a swivel better there. Ouch! And I'm taking the bleeding for damage for that. My mistake. For this guy. Okay. I can fix that real quick. 4 bleeding damage. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. There, that usually takes care, or it's supposed to. Yeah, that typically takes care of the bleeding damage right there, is to use bandages. In fact, I probably should switch to bandages for this particular endeavor. And looks like I got a few more roasted mushrooms left, so we'll go ahead and use those. And you know what? Let's go ahead and use one of these windows. These things are starting. Yeah, it looks like that top one's about to expire here eventually. Okay. Again, not having too many problems right now, but this does get more complicated as we get further into the game. So we're going through the wolf territory. And there are 4 mid-bosses I have to fight, and then there's a final boss who's kind of like the acolyte of Jebel Sag that I have to defeat. But first, I got to defeat 4 mid-bosses. It'll get tougher as the game progresses, as we progress to this dungeon. Gamera's like, sit your ass back down. Okay, Gamera, can you move real quick? I just want to see what this guy's carrying. You did good, but you're kind of hovering over where I need to look. Okay, iron jug, longsword. Yeah, nothing real useful. Nothing I want to haul around with me. So, longsword, which is like a big level. Iron longsword, which is a low level. No, that was a steel longsword. But still, mid-level, low-level weapons that I don't need to use. Oh, I just noticed that these guys have like glue around their skin. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna switch over the spear. Wow, you still alive? I'm surprised Gamera didn't finish you off. Well, I can fix that quickly. You know, maybe I should stop collecting mushrooms. I think I may have enough. You know, no. I need an even number. Just 3 more. Okay, there I got enough mushrooms. 130. I can live with it. But Yeah, as I've said before. But yeah, somehow I got re-equipped with this game. And I think a lot of that has to do with my character. She was a archer build that I had initially played, then it's kind of set aside because archer builds, initially, when this game was released, they had nerfed. Well, early access, they were very powerful. Then they nerfed them upon release to the point where they just weren't viable anymore. But they recently made some changes to archery that make archery, make me fall in love with archery in this game all over again. And plus, I like the way my character looks. I like the exotic look that I was able to make it. And it's very rare that I'm satisfied with faces in this game, but like I like the way this face turned out for her. So it's very rare that I'm satisfied, totally 100% satisfied when it comes to faces. I think the only other game where I was able to make a face I was happy with, and even then I started making adjustments to it, was Saints Row 2. Like the Fallout franchise, Bethesda is terrible when it comes to bodies. And I'm constantly trying to adjust my face. Even after mods, was constantly tinkering around facial adjustments. I was never entirely happy. Still aren't, with the kinds of faces I can make in Fallout. Same thing kind of applies to Elder Scrolls. Like, I mean, I'm kind of happy with the way one of my characters turned out. My elf Erlen in that game, but for the most part, it's different. For some reason, I always I'm one of those guys who will spend hours trying to adjust a face, and finding one of those faces I'm not only satisfied but I like is very rare. So I guess it's what draws me to keep playing. It's one of the reasons that keeps drawing to keep playing. I know it's an aesthetic thing and it's kind of shallow, but I'm all about the aesthetics. There's a part of me that's all about the aesthetics as an artist. So, because I do dabble a little bit of amateur drawing. But yeah. Okay, looks like we got a whole new. Was that wolves, or we're looking at something bigger? Okay, yeah, still wolves apparently. And as you can see, they can take a bit of a beating. Not too much of a beating. It looks like it takes a little less beating than the Hyenas do. Ooh, and I think we got 3 guys here. So we're going to pull out the party arrows, which is, as I'm going to call them, because they're really good at taking out multiple targets, like they're doing right now. Okay, I get the feeling there's more than one of them here. I think there's another one over here in the bushes. So I'm going to back up a bit and see what we do. Yeah, I got a feeling there's more than one. So. Oh god, there's 3 of them. I was right. I thought there were 2, but nope, there were 2 more in the bushes. And I'm bleeding like a stuffed pig now. Because they got bleeding damage on me. Ouch! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Not good. Okay. They are down, and I better put this away, because you can't actually have weapons out when you're using bandages. They kind of have a limitation about that. But they do stop bleeding. the bleeding effect. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more food here. Eat some more stuff. Okay. That was a fun little surprise. Like, I knew there were more out there, I just didn't know how many of them there were. To quote the great Juan White, I didn't know how many it's going to take to whip my ass, but I know how many. No, I didn't know how many we're going to use. Never mind, that quote does not apply. Okay, this is right up here is going to be the first mid-boss. And I'm going to do a couple of things before we fight him. I'm actually going to set a few things up. We're going to move this here. We're not going to use poison arrows because this guy rushes pretty quickly, and poison arrows kind of linger one spot, so they're not as effective for the fast-moving targets that we'll be dealing with, you know. But I will be switching over to, you know, I wonder if the samurai sword would be a good choice to put. No, you know what, we probably should stick with the spear. So, go ahead and move this, get a sword out, and we are going to switch over to these. And probably these is the secondary. And one last thing I am going to do is I'm going to use one of these war paints, which will increase my accuracy for a short time. And how much does that increase accuracy? Okay, so... Okay, that increases all the way up to shafted, so every headshot I does now does 50% more damage, so... And how much am I doing now as far as damage goes? Oh, well, I'm gonna switch over to the right weapon to find that out, don't I? Okay, so a little bit more damage, a little bit, not only like 3 more points of damage with that, but it also makes it so I can use the perk, so... Or the final perk for this. The first guy is a panther, and he is going to be a tough customer. So we're going to go ahead and light him up. With poison arrows. And he is taking quite a bit of damage right now. I think it helps the Gamera actually does inflict quite a bit of a beating. Not much to a boss, but enough to make it worth it. You know. And I am stacking the damage on with these guys. I probably should do this. That might help. So I lock target. Now I've got 10 points poison stack on them with set arrows. The best reason to follow set. And one of the best reasons set is probably the best religion to follow because of the set arrows and what they can do. I'm gonna go ahead and stack some more on them. Yep, down he goes. And I didn't even really break much of a sweat. Gamera did a lot of the heavy lifting, so praise. So you did a good job, Gamera, and I'm going to actually patch him up with some arrows here, some special healing arrows that I happen to have. Alright, hold still, Gamera. This might hurt. A little. Okay, so all right. I guess I don't have to. I don't shoot directly at him. What I do is this, and he gets to heal up in that little. So at least I think he does. Does it actually regenerate his health? It doesn't look like it does. Okay, well, you know, que sera, sera. All right, where the hell is the body? Did it disappear? Okay, there it is. We're gonna see what we can get off of this body, off of this boss right here. Okay, didn't get anything off of him for some reason. Oh, I've got a graphic glitch now. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that real quick by using this. You know, I kind of like the way the war paint looks on her. Oh dear, that removes... Oh shit! Okay, that apparently removes all my buffs if I do something like that. And makes it so I have to fight this thing again. Attributes. Okay, no, the buff's still there, but it... Okay. So, fortunately, that buff is still there, but the buffs I have for drinking and stuff, that's gone. Alright. And I gotta fight him again. Okay, moral of that story, don't do that. I guess I'll just have to stick with the graphic glitch. Oh, shit. Now he is on my ass. This is... It's replay, you know, best 2 out of 3 match. And I'm taking bleeding, slowly taking bleeding damage here. Fortunately, it's only 1 stack of bleeding. About getting too close to him. Alright, you know what? But, you know, the good news is I can skin them all over again, see if I get some cool stuff. Okay, we got some Shade Bloom out of that. The rest of this stuff I could probably dump, though, because it's just, well, I don't know why I got insects out of him, but I could just use those as an early snack. Okay. How's Gamera doing? Alright, so he's lost a bit of health. This actually goes back, if I remember correctly, that will go back to whence we came. So what you want to do, I believe, is to keep going through here. And we are going to cross into bear territory. So this is going to get a little bit tougher and a little bit worse. Oh, shit, I forgot. I forgot something. I need to grab... Because it also resets that, so I need to make it so he's following me. And not scouting. Otherwise, he's just going to stand there and circle and eventually try to head back home. So, we're going to head to bear territory next. And from there, I think the next boss is a wild boar. I'm trying to remember what the next boss is. It's been a while since I've been through this dungeon. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and switch some of this stuff back. I'm going to apply this guy, increase to set. We're going to go ahead and put the numbing racks back up here in case we run into more bleeding monsters that bleed me. Go ahead and eat some food. Okay. Now, some of these bears I might be able to avoid fighting. Some of them. I don't think I'll be able to avoid this guy. Nope, he's getting up to fight. And, oh, he's got a lot of hit points. As bears typically do. And he is ignoring Gamera. Coming straight at me. Ouch. Alright, I'm gonna go for power attacks. Try to get a greater bear, but I haven't been able to get one of those as a follower yet. You know, maybe I'll pick up a bear cub around here. Actually, you know what? I got 2 bears already, so no. I'm not gonna pick up another bear. Okay, let's see. We're going to have to get some more meals. Like that. Maybe if I aim, I can cripple. Oh, there's 2 of them. I just saw the follower of Jebel-Sat, which is more of an annoyance right now than anything else. The bear is really the primary target. And down he goes. You know what? I think I need to switch to poison arrows. Or poison, yeah, there we go. He's got some feral flesh on him. Okay, so he's doing alright. He's slowly regenerating. Oh, there's 2 of them. I don't know why I didn't see that second one. Everything's worse where there's more bears. And I need to regenerate stamina quickly. Try some of these healing arrows again, see if I can make them work for my companion, because he's starting to look a little bloody here. And we still got 3 more bosses I have to fight, so... Well, you know what? Maybe after I fight these 2. Around they weren't as effective. I only took down a small portion of health on each of them. But of course they are bears. So they've got a lot of hit points. But I was able to critically strike that one, so that's cool. That was fun. Looks like that's the end of the bear area. But before we do that, let's go ahead and heal up. Or try to heal up my companion with these arrows. You know, these are kind of disappointing. They're not as effective as I thought they were going to be. I mean, they are kind of effective. Yeah, doesn't seem like they actually work for him. So those were kind of a waste of inventory space to even bring into this dungeon. Oh well. We're gonna go ahead and switch back to the poison arrows. So we've passed through bear territory. If I were to move on to, oh wait, there's more bears. God damn it. More bears. Just what I fucking need. Okay. And there's 2 of them, maybe 3 of them in this area. But hey, they got plenty of goop in the caves. And I am always... Goop is not easy to find. Well, okay, it is, but is that a bear cub? Okay, that's just a bear cub. Don't have to worry about that. Unless... bears. Oh, there's 2 archers and 2 bears. Okay. Alright, let's go. We can do this. Let's switch over to something a little more insidious, shall we? Actually, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and screw him up with some pieces of my snake bite daggers. Blessed daggers instead. See, they made short work of that bear. I don't use them that often because they're not difficult. They use star metal, which is a metal that is not easy to harvest, or a resource that's not easy to harvest by any stretch. It's meant for the high-low grade weapons. Not easy to harvest by any stretch of the imagination. You know, I forgot to switch to spear here, so let's go ahead and do that. Actually, you know what? Let's have some extra fun if we can. I don't get to play with this particular weapon that often. I really love katanas in this game. You know, it may not be very Conan the Barbarian, the katana, but it is really fun to use in this game. Funcom did a really good job of incorporating them in the game, giving them a different moveset, which is, in my opinion, really, really fun if you time it right. Because if you time it right with a power charge, and that's their second ability, you can actually power charge through most opponents, and then turn around and hit them from their backside as they're trying to turn around and face you. So, it doesn't work on all of them, I've found. Like those snake guys later on, it doesn't work on them at all. Or it barely works on them. And it usually doesn't work on the bigger guys. The bigger the target, I think the harder it is to do. But I'm going to collect goop because goop is very useful. I'm always running out of it for torches and stuff, but it's not... It's also one of those that's hard to collect a lot of in a given time. There's a couple places you can do it. The most common place is in the dregs, which is another dungeon. Unfortunately, you have to go through that old dungeon all over again to get a lot of it. So, when I can collect it, I will. I will take that opportunity. Because it's used, and especially, you know, glowing essence is used in a lot of stuff, so... Least of all the torch I'm carrying. Plus I have decorative plants for some of this stuff there. So... If I can carry you know, if I give an opportunity like that to get a lot of goop, I will take it. At a heartbeat. Okay. So I think this is the way. I got kind of turned around collecting all that shit. I think this is the way out, and not the way I came back in. Or maybe no. I think that is the way I came back in. Let me double check. Okay. Maybe that is the way back. Okay. Let me double check this. Okay. These guys were rushing me, so I think this is the way back in. This is the way I came. You can get kind of turned around in this area, no lie. All right, that actually no, I have to go through this cave, and it looks like I'm gonna have to fight some bears in the entrance. Because that's like I said, this gets a little worse. Gets a bit worse and a bit more worse as you progress through this dungeon. The beasties are gonna get tougher, and so are the mid bosses. And those aren't even the final bosses. There's 4 of them I have to fight. Well, they're actually classified as bosses for 3 stars. So I'm hoping there's not any random mid-bosses in here, because that would suck. Okay. We're going to go ahead and shoot these guys up with poison, just to kick down their health. That's usually I found that's a better strategy when you're dealing with high hit point critters like this, is to, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fuck them up. Take this so I can regenerate quickly. Back up a bit. Yep. This last down he goes. Alright. Still cruising. Oh, how are you doing, Gamera? Okay, you know what? You're doing better than... You're doing alright. He's healing up. He's got a lot of armor and a lot of hit points. Makes for a very good companion. Play my cards right, and he might live through this. Okay, so next boss, I believe, is a giant boar. So... Oh! There's 2 more bears behind us. Okay, won't be fighting him just yet. Got a few more playmates to deal with. Is that these guys are just doing raw damage. They're not like inflicting any status effects on me. Okay, that was a fun little diversion from what I need to do, which is to fight this next boss. That little indicator right up ahead, that's the next boss coming in. So I'm wondering if that, because I've been told this only lasts for this particular core paint, and then it wears off. It seems like it's working still. I am gonna do that. Let's get drunk again. I think it's time to It's time for some more wine. Bring forth the wine. Bring forth the spirits. And again, alcohol poisoning. We're going to get rid of that real quickly with some set antidote. Set really does have some of the best things he gives you for his religion. Let's see. Okay. Again, we're going to set this up for boss fighting. So what we're going to do is we are going to... I think I should stick with the spear again. Stick with that reach if I can. As much fun as the samurai sword is, it's a little more practical to have something with reach, and that's the good old spear. I'm going to go ahead and go with the sword in case I need it. And we're going to switch up and bring these guys back. Oh, it's a gorilla. Okay. Well, actually, you're going to test Gamera's strength. Because I'm not going to fight you, Gross. I don't do that. If I try and help him. That's why he comes. That's where he comes in. Away with some poisons. While I'm doing that, I might as well power up and do a couple of powered shots to his rear end. What I can do is regular damage, if I can help it. Switch back. Hit him with a couple more stacks of poison. And it just reminded me, it just occurred to me, I forgot to get another stack of poison arrows from Gamera before I started this fight. Gamera is taking a bit of a beating off of this guy, I won't lie. This is getting to be a pretty nasty fight. Alright. Second dude down. Let's go ahead and see what he had on him. See if I can get any more. Alright, got some more shade room from him. Okay, so I probably should grab some more of these serpentine arrows because I'm going to need them. Okay. Yeah, Gamera's pretty fucked up now. He's like he's below halfway health. That fight was pretty nasty. Okay, what else do I have? Let's see. You know what? Maybe I can feed him some raw meat. That might help him. Because it's not doing anything for me right now. I've got enough food. Let's see. Okay. Probably should move out of the boss dungeon. And into the next area. Now this part, I'm not entirely sure about. I'm not sure how I get down there. The last time I did, I jumped down there and injured myself to fight the guy. There was a door that was supposed to open when you're supposed to get in there, and I don't know how I did that last time. You know what? Let's kind of screw around. Well, no, we're gonna go back to poison arrows since we can. And we are going to grab these guys again. These hunting crabs. using the poison arrows, or am I using those healing arrows? It's very important to determine which one I'm using, the correct, Always use the right tools for the right job. Okay. He's very good. That was an interesting noise. They make all sorts of weird noises when you kill them, I found. Take the iron ore. Panther trophy. Nah, I got enough of those at home. I got more trophies than I know what to do with. Besides, I didn't make the kill, so... More iron bars, always useful to grab as much metal as I can.
Eyes open. There's something out there.
Oh, I have to fight gorillas now. Okay. Oh! I need to grab some more arrows.
Joy slaying.
Okay, down he goes. And Gamera's making progress as far as healing goes. I need to grab some more arrows off of him, because I am out of arrows. Or out of Serpent Man arrows, which is my main arrow. And I am also over encumbered. That does not help. Okay. Okay, what can I give him that's really heavy that I don't really need to carry right now? Alright, surprisingly those weigh very light. We got some iron bars, those are heavy. For feline pelt. Actually, I could probably drop a lot of this crap. I don't really need to carry it with me. Feline pelt, fur, this is all stuff I can get pretty easily. Thick hide, might keep that because it's a little tougher to get a hold of, but you know what? The second thought, I will keep the fur. But let's see. Okay, rock. I don't know how I picked that up. What else can we get rid of in here? What else? Okay. How much is goo weigh? Surprisingly very little. Well, not surprisingly. Not entirely surprising it doesn't weigh that much. Okay. Well, what I could do is I could give him the iron. That does weigh a bit. And I can give him a breathing potion. I'm going to assume it's 2.5. Yeah, it's a 2.5. I think I got something else I can bring in that I know I can have him carry. Oh, I could drop that too. I don't really need the hides. Those are pretty dirt common. 350. There was another thing in here that I had that weighed a lot. Sure. Okay. You know what? Actually, it is the fur. I will give him the fur. And that should drop it a little. Okay. Alrighty. That takes care of some of my inventory. And... oh! My character is really... that's right, because he just had a hangover, so... we'll fix that real quick. And we will get... probably, you know, I don't know if there's a... okay, we will get... okay, yeah, drop this stuff. I really don't need these hides. They're really easy to get hold of. Pretty much you kill any beast that's not... like 70% of the creatures in the game you can hide from them, so it's not like a very particularly rare substance. Okay, more targets to kill. Multiple. So I don't expect those guys to live. The gorilla, on the other hand, he's going to be able to live. Not too much fun. He seems to die pretty quickly. Probably status on them or something. Alright. Let's see. Shredded roast. Yeah, I'll take that. It's a quick pick-me-up. As far as food goes. Okay. Here you go. Let's go ahead and put this iron on you. What else did I put on him? Ew, okay. Yeah, alright, let's say refresh. There we go. Okay. Those guys spotted me from a distance, so kudos to them. I'm not sure why that gorilla's just standing there, but that makes me nervous. Gorilla down. Yeah, I'm gonna check something real quick, like attributes. See if I still have the effects from that war paint up and running. Okay. Oh, gold dust. Okay, yeah, that's definitely something you want to pick up. Gaseous orbs, flesh, rhino. Oh, rhino head soup. That actually can do something for me, and that's increase my encumbrance. So we're gonna head and use that. Which allows me to carry more things. What else did I have? Okay, yeah, I picked up some more iron, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Gamera to carry. 2 gorillas. Apparently they're doing some sort of chest thumping or something. It's nice that he just kind of stood there and didn't do anything. I don't know why he wasn't attacking. Glitching the AI. I'll take the blessing, though. Okay. Oh. More assholes. This should go down pretty quickly. Wait, did those guys just... I feel like more guys just spawned there. Is that glitch back? Okay, there is a... Oh, Gamera. Gamera, dear, you need to move out of there. That's a poison cloud, and I don't want you taking damage from that. There's a glitch, or there used to be this glitch where you would end up with multiple things spawning on the same spot, and somehow you would end up with multiple enemies. So where there's supposed to be 2, suddenly they would spawn, rapidly spawn, and you'd end up with 6 enemies in one spot. That was a glitch that was happening for a while. I think they've actually fixed that, because I haven't seen it happen yet. Although maybe there were just 4 guys there, and I just didn't see them all. I'm thinking that's what's the case is, because I think they actually managed to fix that particular glitch that happened. And that was introduced when they introduced the whole pet system into the game. Not sure why it did, but yeah, weird bug, but it did keep me on my toes. And I ended up racking up a lot of XP doing that. Using specifically the poison arrows, and just like jump up several levels just by killing them, you know, grab position with those. That's also why I love poison arrows. Actually, you know what? Might be 10 arrows left. I'm going to grab what's left of my poison arrows off of him. Okay, explosive arrow I'm actually got a specific use for later on in this dungeon. Okay, so the big thing is the polar jumble saying not as much of a threat as this gorilla that's just sitting here. We need to take... Oh, there's 2 of them. That is a problem. And Gamma just smashed that archer. Whoa. Alright. What the hell? Game. I didn't even have any warning before these saber-tooths jumped right on me. And there's 3 of them, which is nice. Bit of a spawn away there. And this might get me killed. I'm gonna be pissed if this gets me killed because they didn't see him coming. Yep, like I said, saber-tooths, some of the worst monsters in this game. Okay. And I'm actually bleeding, so that is not good. We're gonna go ahead and use a thing to patch up real quick. So, apparently there was another path here. And that's where they came from. But not cool throwing 3 saber-tooths at me like that. I almost died from that. Alright, actually I'm going to use a couple more bandages. You know what? These are kind of heavy, these healing potions. So let's use some of those too. Wait, where are my healing potions? Did I bring extra healing? I thought I did. Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use some clone extract here. So I can heal a lot faster. Alright, so... that sucked. Oh dear. Is there actually any other way to get through here? Alright, I'm aware of this part. Is there any other way to get through this area? Any way at all? Apparently you just need to drop down. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. See if I can get him to pop his head out. Actually, you know what? There's some extra fun we could have here. You know, I just got the feeling my follower's in the fight. Yeah, that's my follower. Fuck, I better do something. Okay, alrighty. I can't see this, so I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna bring this in and see if I can get in there. Okay, I may lose up my... Okay, so the noxious... This helmet doesn't actually help with the noxious gas. So, not good. He's still out there, though. Okay. This isn't good. Like, I could have set this up if Gamera had not done it. That's okay. Gamera's still alive. He's holding his own. stack some poison on him to help. Alright, this guy's down. And the fourth and final boss is the... And it does look like it opened. Last time I went through here, that passage right there did not open. I think it was glitched. But, okay. We're gonna go ahead and skin this guy. See what we got off him. Exotic flesh is actually really good. Okay. And we're gonna kind of keep moving. Wait a second, this was supposed to open. Oh, fuck me. Is it not opening again? Am I supposed to go through somewhere else? Okay, I may have to cheat just to get through there. This has happened to me before, where that particular passage doesn't open, and it's supposed to. And for whatever reason, it is not opening. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to touch a trigger, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, but that's supposed to automatically open, and it hasn't. Because we killed the buffalo, or the great bull that's in there. I mean, I'm pressing E. Okay. Alright, that's not helping. Yeah. I'm not sure what it is. I thought there was some kind of trigger. The last time I went through here, that wouldn't open either. And I think it might be some kind of bug. I may have to look through this, and hopefully this guy doesn't respawn again while I'm searching through. I'm gonna take a wiki. Just wiki this real quick, like, find out what's going on here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and look at that real quick. And while this is going, wow, this guy is, Firefox is starting up, or trying to. We're going to go ahead and turn these lights on so we can see. Okay. Apparently, you know, that's great. I don't need to know the status of that right now. Apparently, it decided to open up to a comic book I was looking for. Wonderful. So yeah, able to cruise through these bosses pretty quickly. And I think Gamera is mainly, the main factor here is having Gamera out there running point. Unfortunately, he is taking a real beating. So, but we are not that far away from the final boss. So, okay. So let me see what I can do here. Okay, Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles. Third, Midnight Grove. Third boss, because door bug, or Apparently this, I'm not the only one who's... Okay, so I'm assuming this is... Okay, so there is a bug here. Door won't open. Okay, apparently this is a bug with here. Okay, so yeah, apparently I'm not the only one that's experienced this bug. Well, some people said you have to run through the mist and not kill the bug, but we're not going to do that and we're going to face them again. We're going to do something a little different here. We are going to take a different route. Normally I don't do this, unless I'm really inconvenienced. But I'm going to go ahead and set up the amid panel. And we are going to ghost, which allows us to actually go through this area. And I'm going to pick him up, and we're going to walk right through that door. He actually follows me through, so I don't actually have to do shit. So, okay, and settings. We're going to go ahead and hit the emit panel again. Hello, hello, game. Are you? Don't you freeze up on me? Don't you do that? There we go. Apparently it's raining, so there's that. And somehow the door opened again. Yeah. See that? The mist opened. So it's open when the mist is out, and then it closes again when... Yeah, that's really weird. Okay. I gotta find moves again, so... I think you have to fight the final boss, which is a warehouse. Take this. This helps regenerate real quick. Feast of Set. What are you doing, game? Don't you start that. Don't you start that nonsense with me freezing up like that. guess, get some advantages. Eat some more food. Okay, so that I think is the door to get out. What I want to do is keep going. We're at this attributes. Just 12. That's weird. Oh, right, because I'm wearing the helmet. Those wolves. By the way, how are you doing? Okay, you're healing nicely. Took a bit of a beating fighting that bad bull, but, you know, or El Toro, or whatever his name is. Alright, so this is where it starts to get fun. I know there's two of you there. Let's see what happens when I hit you with a mist arrow. Okay, these guys have the 3 hit points on them. And if I remember, they also do bleeding, which is not good. I don't want that. But they don't have okay. They had just enough hit points to resist the poison arrows, but not enough hit points to hit, you know, resist a direct hit. So. Ah, okay, so that's what happened to them. Alright, well... we have the final boss up ahead. And that is a Uber Werehyena. But before we fight him, I am going to go to the bathroom. I will be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I am back. So what I'm going to do... And we are going to go back to the game at hand. If the game will let me. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're going to swap out a couple of things. I'm going to take this potion here. I am going swap out to... I forgot to put these away. Fortunately, they're very light. I don't know why. I forgot to put a couple of things away before I entered this dungeon too, so... Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Attributes. That's still high, so I guess we're still in the running. Still at it with that war paint. I guess I won't have to use the other war paint, which is good. What else do I need here? What else? I don't think I need anything else at the moment. Oh, I probably should heal myself because I took a little bit of a beating there, so... Okay. Let's get ready to tackle this final boss. I gotta fight a werewolf. Go get him, Gamera! Keep him off of me! Shit! You're not keeping him off of me! Apparently he's not interested in fighting Gamera. Alright, now he's taking Gamera on. Good God, this guy's got a lot of attacks. Fortunately, Gamera's able to hold his own against him, which is good. Occupied. Don't think he's got much left in him. Down goes the last boss. Alright. And there is... Remember correctly, you're supposed to sacrifice the heart from... Okay. Alright, I've learned the new recipes I need. And I believe I have earned the new recipe for the religion of Jebel Sag. Okay, so yep. Bower of Jebel Sag. Okay, not to worry. I think there's a door that leads me to the beginning of the entrance. Get back out of here again. So yeah, I was able to cruise through this dungeon. I think the main key here was bringing that pet with me, the greater shaleback. You know, he really did prove his worth. He was definitely worth that. You know, I could see why he's only, you know, you have a 14% chance of getting him, because he's actually pretty damn powerful. Just being able to cruise through and take the beatings like that, you know, as well as dish out some of that punishment. I mean, granted, he didn't doubt out that much punishment, but these are high-level creatures, so... definitely worth his weight. And I think this will take me back to the entrance. Although I think there was a way... just going through here, I think there was actually a way to do it. After fighting the werewolf, I think it was supposed to be able to get through a passage in the back there. This door is supposed to open. I'm not sure why it shut on me. Well, there might be settings. Okay. I may have to use that admit panel and ghost my way through there again. Oh shit, it's getting dark. Okay, maybe not ghost my way. Settings. Oh, fuck! Oh, apparently it does open. Okay, good. So it opened again when he reappeared. I don't know why it did that, but okay. This should take me back to the real world. Or at least the land that my character was exiled in. I don't think those were actually supposed to be normal lands either, so... But this should take me back to the exiled lands. So that was the Midnight Grove of Jebel Sag. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. However, I can't seem to locate. Maybe he'll show up again. Oh, this is a problem. I think I might have lost Gamera, because he's not here. Oh crap. Well, at least he was fun while he lasted, I guess. Oh, no, there's Gamera. Okay, cool. So Gamera is still very much around. I was afraid I was going to lose Gamera there for a second, and oh my god, I would freak out, because, like I said, he's kind of a rare he's a rare creature. You can't. Okay, so I guess there's nothing else I can do with the Flesh of Remembrance other than just drop it, because it's going to expire in like a minute. Or, you know, like I've already, well, you know, or I could just eat it, I guess. I mean, why not? It's not like I haven't learned the recipe. Get it out of my inventory, so it stops. Okay. So that was the Dungeon of Jebel Sag. And that should end my stream, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and log out of the game. And we're going to go ahead and check to see if Johns and Shanghai are up to playing Borderlands 2. Like I said, this is kind of like... I haven't really heard much back from them, and haven't really been keeping tabs on it. We usually set something up to play every Friday, and I didn't give Shanghai the reminders that he should be getting. And when you don't give Shanghai reminders about something, he tends to forget it, because he's a very busy guy, and he has like a million things he's doing. So, let's double check and see what we're doing here. Okay, so nobody has said anything, and it doesn't look like Shanghai's even on. So, well, we're probably going to call it a night then. I guess there won't be a Borderlands 2 stream. So next week, like I said, we will return to Fallout Friday, and I will have Fallout 2 going. I'm also planning to start on Thursday streaming Elder Scrolls again, specifically Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. I may play some of the later games. I haven't really decided on doing that yet. There's some reasons for that, but I'm not going to get into them right now because but I'll talk about it next week. I may play some more Conan Exiles. Haven't really decided. I'm kind of running out of places I want to stream out there. I mean, there's the Cursed City, or the Unnamed City, or whatever it's called, that was recently updated in a patch, and I kind of want to check out. I know there's a new patch that's going to drop with a new dungeon in it pretty soon, which is an underwater dungeon. That should be cool. But I don't know if I'm going to stream next week, Conan Exiles next week or not. I might. It all depends. So, but yeah, Fallout Friday. We're going to be doing Borderlands 2. Fallout 2. Maybe some Borderlands 2 that day too. We'll see. But until then, I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, and of course, I'm going to be doing the roundtable review this week with Johns of War and with Willie Bryan at the Stack Up on the Stack Up channel, and that starts around 5 o'clock my time, so which is Pacific Standard Time. It's a little different because Willie's actually out on I think in the Midwest or something like that, so it's a different time zone for him. But stay tuned for that. I'll be co-hosting that. So that's the plan for this week and for next week. So I will see you all then. And let's go ahead and find somebody to raid while we're at it, shall we? So let's see who is online. Well, okay. Oh, you know what? They are playing their Stack Up Dungeons and Dragons game. They do this every Friday. Sketch has got a Stack Up, Dungeons and Dragons game that he plays with Dave and several other veterans. So we're going to go ahead and do that and run that, real quick. So at least I think that's what's going on here. Let me double check what they're doing.
Were you a slave or something at some point? I mean, that sounded pretty pointed comment.
Okay, yeah, they are playing some D&D.
I told you.
So we're going to go ahead and raid them. Just give me a second. Channel. Well, I'm going to go ahead and host them because it doesn't seem like anybody's actually watching my channel. Unless this is lying. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna launch, raid. Or you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and host them because there's nobody on here. How depressing.
My elven characteristics. Got those nice small round ears.
I will do